guest is the star of Bridesmaids, X-Men First Class, and a new rom-com which is out just before Valentine's Day, I Give It a Year. It's the beautiful Rose Byrne. There she is. Hello, Rose. Rose, I've been a fan of yours for years. I loved her. When the first time I saw you was in Damages, the TV show Damages.
Oh, thank you.
But you're from Australia, of course. Is it true that you auditioned for Home and Away when you were early in your career?
I did, and I didn't get the part.
Wow.
Yeah,
wow.
so...
Slightly depressing then, really.
Still waiting to hear back.
I think you dodged a bullet, really, though, didn't you?
I know, it's sort of mandatory in Australia. It's part of our national service, but I didn't get enlisted.
You did not get enlisted. You're free to travel the world and work in, let's call them, proper things.
That's right.
OK? Rose Byrne, ladies and gentlemen, there she is. Let's get my first guest out. She is the fabulous Rose Byrne, ladies and gentlemen. Come on in. What a lovely dress you have on.
Oh, it's a bit like a wetsuit.
It's a very lovely wetsuit.
Go for a dive.
But the one Alicia's wearing is of a similar kind of... Is it the same? Did you coordinate early on or something?
We did. We had a conference call.
They're fabulous. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
OK, I've got to say how much I loved, and I'm sure you did, how much I loved Rose Byrne in Bridesmaids. Didn't you love it? Well, I mean, probably my favourite comedy of recent years. Incredible comedy and great performance. And in many ways, you had the tougher role because you're playing the kind of, initially, the one who it's hard to like. You know? So that is the tougher role to have, I think.
Yeah, I mean, she was a compromising character, yes, but I think we all have those people in our lives.
So you know women who are a bit like that?
I do.
Was there anyone particular who...
I had a girlfriend, a really dear friend of mine, who had some similar qualities to the character, and I didn't tell her. Anyway, she saw the film, and afterwards she was like, "Did you base that character on me?" And I was like, "No, just a little bit, just the hair and the makeup, just so, you know." And she forgave me.
All the stuff which you like it to be based on, because the hair and the makeup was great.
Exactly.
You just wouldn't want to be that controlling. It's just such a great movie. I'm sure you've seen it. If you haven't, get it on DVD. It's one of the best comedies ever. I'm hoping you and the girls all got along well. You bonded, you became friends.
We hit it off. Kristen Wiig was an incredible kind of leader for all of us, and we had a great bonding night out where she hired a van, and we all got in and were like having drinks, and then we went to Hollywood Men.
Wow.
And went to a strip club.
Wow. A strip club for ladies, whatever next. So Hollywood Men, we have a picture of the Hollywood Men. I don't know if you've seen these guys, but they are... Look at that. Let's face it, they are ridiculous human beings. Do they keep the jeans on, or do they go down to, shall we call it a thong? Is it a thong that a man wears?
Yeah, they went to a thong, and I had a lap dance, actually.
No!
Yeah.
Rose Byrne.
Yeah, Wendy bought me a lap dance.
So one of the men did a lap dance for you?
On me. I think he might have been batting for the other team.
OK. Do women enjoy a lap dance as much as men seem to?
I couldn't, I started talking to him too much, like, "Oh, where are you from?" And, "Oh, it's nice, and how did you get here? Oh, you got which you took the 405? Oh, great."
Marvellous.
Yeah, I'm just working
marvellous
on
pectoral muscles you had, young man. And was he oiled? Was he greased?
He was heavily oiled.
Heavily
and he told me to
oiled.
relax. He said, "You got to relax."
Oh.
And I was like, "OK." But my blouse was like $500 or something ridiculous, and it was covered with oil, and it was,
That's horrible.
So
you won't be going back to, no disrespect to the Hollywood Men, but it wasn't your cup of tea from the sound of things.
No, it was a lot of fun, and there was like bridal parties, and we, you know, like that, just the lap dance. I was like this most of the night.
Yeah. I won't ask why. I don't want to know. Sometimes, Rose.
Okay, I set myself up for that, didn't I?
You don't have to be that honest, OK?
I'm sharing.
Hey, I have a confession to make, Rose Byrne. Before I met you and knew you were coming to the show, I thought you were an American.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
No,
because watching the show
Australian.
Damages, and I don't know if you watched Damages, you were in with Glenn Close, which was incredible. It's such a convincing American accent. I was convinced you were an American.
Oh, thank you so much.
Did you get that a lot? Were a lot of people fooled?
Usually, people, they're like, "I love you from Damages," and I'd say, "Oh, thank you so much." And then in America, they're like, "Oh my God, you're from England." And I was like, "No, I'm Australia," but people usually think I'm English.
If someone says you're English, you should just say yes, because that's better, isn't it?
The jury's out, guys.
Just a joke. Australia, I'm sure, is perfectly adequate.
You have two guests who are Australian tonight.
Well, I thought one of them was American. So, you were born now. you're from Australia, we've established this. You were born in Sydney.
Yes.
Is that right? But your parents, they actually live in Tasmania?
They do. They live in Tasmania, in rural Tasmania on a farm.
I thought Tasmania was made up for the cartoons. I didn't know it was a real place. Yeah. You know, the devil, I thought it was a made-up place.
They're really alive. And you can go
But they
visit
don't
them.
go like that, do they? They're not kind of...
Well, not yet, sorry. No. But they...
Because if they did, I would go there tomorrow, OK? So what are they like? A Tasmanian devil is just like a dog or something? Or a cat or a mouse,
like a
spider?
rat kind of type thing. And
So rats?
Yeah, well, they're shaped like that. Yeah, they're very noisy.
What kind of noise they make?
It's sort of like a...
Like a car starting on a cold morning.
I think under duress.
So your folks, so they live there now, and they live there, they just retired there, or they work? What do they do?
They had like a sea change, and my father has a hobby farm of garlic.
He has a garlic farm?
Yeah.
Wow, that's an unusual
giant
thing.
garlics.
Like... big, giant Australian garlics? But can you eat them? Are they like regular garlics?
Yeah, they're just like jumbo.
Do the devils like the garlic?
I haven't asked them.
No, but does your father have a problem with the Tasmanian devils stealing the dog?
They're not out there taking.
They're not outside?
No,
Where are the devils then? The devils must be outside. The devils don't have houses.
They're a protected species.
Are they a protected species?
Yeah.
Protecting a rat? It's a weird country. Australia's a weird country, isn't it? How weird is Australia? Sometimes you just might wake up thinking, wow, I come from such a weird place.
Have you ever been to Australia?
No, it's too weird for me.
Well...
OK, so Rose has a new movie out here, another comedy, and it's a rom-com, but a rom-com very much with a difference, isn't it?
Yes, yeah. It's sort of, you know, it's about a couple's first year of a marriage, but they're incredibly dysfunctional and you kind of want them to not be together, so which is a very different conceit.
I guess the title, I Give It a Year, gives you the angle of it, which is what their friends say to them.
Yeah.
OK, with Rafe Spall in this, who's one, you might not necessarily know his name immediately. I've seen him, followed his career with great interest, and I think he's one of the best young actors we have in the country.
He's brilliant. He's so gifted, and he's a brilliant comic actor and a brilliant actor.
And you guys, you got on well? You enjoyed each other?
We hit it off and became friends quite quickly, so the director was a bit concerned that we had too much chemistry, so he was like, tone it down. Okay,
let's have a look. This is a clip from Rose's new movie. She's out just before Valentine's Day, so I suppose it will be a kind of comedy date movie.
Yeah, exactly.
As well. It's called I Give It a Year. So you filmed it over here, I guess, but you spent a lot of time over here over the last few years, haven't you?
Yeah, I did. No, I did X-Men First Class here, and then this was just last year in the summer in 2012, and it was lovely. I stayed in Kensington, which was very beautiful.
Lovely part of the country, yeah, lovely part of London.
And I actually went jogging quite a bit around Kensington Gardens, and one day I was jogging through the gardens and there was this lovely brunette woman walking past me, and I thought she had great hair, and I was just jogging, and then I looked and I realised it was Kate Middleton.
No.
Yep, your princess.
She was just having a walk?
Yes, with the dog.
With the dog?
With the dog.
Walking the
no
dog.
security, hundreds of people, summer's evening, 6 p.m, no one noticed her at all. And it was just me, and I saw her, and she kind of, I think, looked a bit sick because I recognised her.
How do you know it was her, though? If she's got no security, it was probably just a nice lady with a dog. She would have had security.
I had the same thought as you, and I realised I went home, I was like, it can't be Kate Middleton, there's no security, and then I went Kate Middleton dog, and it was the same dog. It was her. It was amazing. Nobody was looking at her.
I'll be honest with you, that is not definitive proof. Quite a lot of dogs look quite similar. I don't know if
you're going to take me on about this? You don't think I saw
I've got 2 pugs. I can't tell them apart. They live with me. Well, why don't we ask her? We'll ask her.
When is she next on? Is she coming?
She's not. Can you? Oh, yeah. She's going to come. Rose, what a charming guest you were. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thanks
the movie, I think, will be a big hit.
Thanks, yes.
Hello to have you here. Ladies and gentlemen, I think you'll agree, a fabulously charming guest, Rose Byrne.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. You can take it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Relax.